Hi everyone, this is Katie Karleski here, presenting my final project for COMM 130. My ad that I decided to replicate and display is from the Garmin Follow the Leader campaign, which promotes sports watches, athleticism, and female empowerment. And this is displayed through product display here, a female athlete who is powerful and strong. And so those are some of the key elements I wanted to explore as we go forward. In the original ad design, we can see color is really impactful. The coloring here is all vibrant blues and whites that are crisp and clean and help keep the image really popping as you look at it and catches your attention if you're flipping through a magazine quickly. The blues in the bathing suit are what were used to create the color pattern for the rest of the ad, and that's really important because it helps our eye to find the unity in it. And the other thing I love about it is this crisp white in the bottom that makes it pop. It ties back into some of the other white elements and it allows us easy reading here. So color is really important and is something that we use later in the other ad to create unity between the two. Positioning is also really important. To create that feel of athleticism, there's a forward-leaning woman who looks powerful as she strides. Also important is because the watch is so small up here on her, they've put the watch down here so you really know what the product is for. Additionally, they've removed the logo from the rest of the copy here so that it's very easy in a quick glance to see what brand of watch is being advertised. And then they also have the campaign title here, Follow the Leader. Typography is really important in here. Again, to have that clean, powerful look, they've gone with a sans serif that's very bold and eye-catching here as soon as you're flipping through the pages. And I love that they have, instead of changing around with what fonts they use, they simply alter opacity and fade here to use the same font but create some different layering of visual appeal. And down here in the copy, they've also used the same feel of sans serif to match the Garmin logo to make everything really clean and really powerful and really easy to see at a first glance. And these are things that we pull over into our new ad. This is the ad that I created. It is also part of the Follow the Leader campaign, and right off the bat, we use that color again that I said was important. We look at the coloring in the woman's outfit, and that becomes the model for the rest of the ad to create that kind of similarity between the original ad where the blues were mirrored. Here it's the oranges and the browns. And this is actually a complementary color to the blue, so it creates a unity between the two ads that makes them feel like they're part of the same campaign visually without them being too matchy-matchy and just the same color. But we've also mirrored that crisp white down at the bottom to make everything really pop. The typography is mirrored as well. Again, the whole ad is sans serif. Up here we've used that same differentiation between the opacities to make the wording pop rather than changing fonts. We did go back color-wise and change this because it doesn't pop the same way that the white does in the original ad because of that lighter streak of color going through the center of the image. So we changed the color, but it gives the same feel and is much easier to read. And again, the sans serifs down here are very clear and easy to read at quick glance, including the Garmin font being mirrored throughout the rest of the ad so that people can identify what it is. And consistency is key. We've got the same high visual impact here that we talked about. We have the same forward-leaning, powerful stance of a woman as she is working through the sports that she's doing. We've got this same white block of text background that just makes it pop, even down to having same amount of copy lines in this ad so that it has that same visual sizing to it and the same positioning of the various elements. And we've put that same idea of putting the watch out big and bold so that people can quickly see what is being identified rather than wondering if it's perhaps like a shoe ad or a clothing ad or even a sports drink ad. We know that it's for a watch because of that additional image in both. So it gives a nice feel to it. Overall, the goal of this was to create an image that felt like it was not super matchy-matchy, but that you immediately recognize them as the same campaign. And that was done through similar typographies, using complementary colors consistently throughout the two ads, and the positioning and placement of elements in the ad, like the watch, the woman, the logo. All of those things are mirrored, but they have their own individual elements that make it feel like the same ad without it being identical. I think that's a great display of the things I've learned in COMM 130 this term, and I hope that you have been able to see what the fruits of this term have been through this presentation. Thank you so much.